What's up, everybody? This is Jason back with Campbell's Morel Music Rig Review. This is episode 56, and this is another part of my quest to have every bass player. I said within two-hour radius, but you're local, and but we'll have every bass player on here eventually because bass players don't get enough love.
Yeah,
and I've seen Gavin in the store a few times with his dad, Greg, Greg's been here shopping here longer than I've been alive, maybe. I don't know. Almost. But fantastic bass player. Every time he comes in and demos stuff, it's one of those guys you just stop and listen to. And I'm glad you're doing this thing, and we'll show off your pedal board and your rig and all this good stuff. And Gavin Godsey, thanks for joining us. Thanks for doing this thing with us.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be fun. And he's got some cool gear, cool basses and amps and all this stuff, but still yet all the tones right here in the fingers.
Yeah.
So as every rig review, I start off by saying we'll just start talking about your bass.
Yeah.
And you want to tell me about what this is and everything about it that you know.
Yeah. It's a Lakeland jazz bass. It's actually brand new. I got it a couple months ago. Sounds really good.
Brand new, but looks old.
Yeah, it's relic.
Relic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about this thing earlier. It's got that roasted neck on it with the quarter sawn.
Yeah.
And the inlays you probably can't see this on camera, but the inlays kind of intrigued me because first I thought they was clay dots, and I was like, well, that's too dark. But it said it was bird's eye.
Yeah, bird's eye.
Bird's eye maple in the inlays. And I don't know if y'all have seen Lakeland basses, but basically Fender style basses, but probably they make them maybe a little bit better than the stock Fenders.
Yeah, they're hot rod a little bit.
Yeah. Just a nice, comfortable jazz neck on it, like a little small.
Real small.
Is this your main go-to bass? Or?
Yeah. For right now, yeah.
Yeah, and as we talk, he plays in a school jazz band.
Yeah.
Is there a name for that? Is it just the?
It's just the my school's volunteer high school. It's a volunteer jazz band.
Jazz band.
Yeah.
Yeah, and playing at church some.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
every Sunday.
Yeah, and shoot. We'll talk about this bass, I guess, and then we'll get to the other cool bass here in a minute. But coming out of it and this pedal board, and one thing I noticed that he doesn't have on here that that everybody else has is a tuner, and he's probably got a good enough ear. He don't need a tuner, so and kind of makes me jealous a little bit. It's the first bass player we've had that actually can play bass. Not so we'll kind of go through your chain of your pedal board, and you can tell me what these pedals are, and then maybe give me a little demonstration of what they do and everything. So the first pedal you're coming into is the envelope filter. Is that right? Or
the bass chorus.
Oh, bass chorus. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming out over here. I got you.
Yeah.
So MXR bass chorus deluxe, and let's hear what that thing sounds like. Yeah, it's got that really nice, wide, wet sound.
Yeah.
This adds a lot of depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool sounding. Yeah. And then the MXR deep phase.
Yeah.
And let's hear what that thing sounds like. That sounds great. And like Is that mainly when you use it when you're doing the slapping and stuff, and for like funk stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that adds that. I don't know. It's a nice texture to give it that. Would you use that in conjunction with something else as well when you're doing that, or are you mainly just that thing on? Or?
Yeah, I'll use it with the Alpha Omega.
Okay, and that's Dark Glass Alpha Omega.
Yeah.
It's basically an overdrive, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to kick them on both together and kind of see what we got. Yeah, that sounds great together.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then coming out of the Alpha Omega, where are we going?
The plasma pedal.
Plasma pedal. I've seen these online. I've never seen one in person.
Yeah, they're really cool.
It's got like a little tube thing in the middle, or what is that thing?
It's
just like a little
tube. It
kind of shows you the frequencies or something.
Yeah.
So we're saying this is a fuzz pedal?
Yeah, I use it like a fuzz.
I got you. Shoot, yeah. I think it's cool. It's got all these little frequency things just jumping up and down. You can't see that on camera, but I'm sure that gets a lot of use in the church gig. It's when the Holy Spirit starts rolling, it's like, kick that thing in.
Yeah.
Nah, that's awesome. Like I said, I've seen them online, but I've never seen one in person. That's a cool pedal. And from there, we're going.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. And then I'm going into the meat box.
DoD meat box. It's classic. Like this subsonic fuzzy thing, I don't know I don't know how else to explain it, but you'll just have to hear it. So we'll let Gavin demonstrate that. And we probably just blew up all your iPhone speakers. That sub frequency is awesome, though.
Yeah.
And you can't, it'll translate a little bit on camera, but in the room, it feels really good.
Yeah.
Then the more traditional octave, we're getting into this Boss OC3.
Yeah.
And it's got does it have the polyphonic setting too, or is just mainly the old analog setting?
Yeah, it has. Yeah,
it has
poly.
both. Yeah. So these have really good tracking on single note stuff, especially that I feel. But yeah, let's get through this thing. So I'm over here just watching these fingers because I'm always playing just root and fifths, and I don't know what the crap he's doing, but it sounds great. You've been playing a little while?
Yeah. Yeah.
since you was old enough to hold a bass?
About since I was 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this shows it, and great bass playing. And then so we're coming in out of that octave into the envelope filter, which is one of my favorite pedals.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining in your jazz stuff, this gets some use or
A little bit, yeah.
yeah. So this brings back the whole '70s feel for me. So yeah, we got to hear what this thing sounds like. Yeah, that Bootsy Collins or something. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. It's really cool.
That's a really cool setup, and you have a lot of different tonal options there.
Yeah.
You know, one thing you're missing is a reverb pedal. I think all bass players should have a reverb pedal. That's just because he hates that I have a reverb pedal. No.
Reverb's cool.
Yeah, reverb's cool. It's not necessary, but it's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually a great setup, and I can see all the uses that you have for it. And
Yeah.
we were talking earlier, and we found out that we kind of have a mutual, like influence of, Duck Dunn from Booker T and the MGs,
Yeah.
and is that some of that stuff coming down like influence you? And
Yeah.
of course, I guess your dad has to be the main influence. 'Cause that's what he told us to say.
He's definitely one of my biggest influences.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Greg's a good bass player and great guy. So out of the pedals, and we'll talk a little. You have to tell me again about this amp. We talked about it earlier, and people around here has probably not seen this amp or seen anything like this before. It's a Fat Jimmy, and then as we learned, it's all hand wired, no circuit board.
Yeah.
So it's Ampegish.
Ampegish, yeah.
Ampegish, but it's a 100-watt all tube, hand wired, into a single 15.
Yeah.
And Greg said it was like the second warehouse prototype 15 speaker that they made. But I mean, just clean tone. Have we even played clean tone yet?
I don't think yet.
Yeah. Let's just hear clean tone through the amp, because this thing is super clean, super clear, and you've got 2 of these 15s that you can run, right?
Yeah.
So we're just with 115 or direct out for recording purposes. But let's just hear the clean tone of this amp. And basically everything's at 12 o'clock. We got a little bit more bass dialed in, and the volume's only on about 2.5. So it'll get plenty loud enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear the clean tone of this thing. Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for nothing better than that. That sounds killer.
Yeah.
So I guess in your playing, this is pretty much your main setup right here.
Yeah.
This bass, this pedal board. And let's talk about this other bass that you brought tonight.
All right.
And very cool. They showed it to me before, right when I got it out, and I've not ever seen another one. So and you'll have to tell me all about it.
Yeah, it's a 1972 Guild Jetstar.
Guild Jetstar. Got these big fat pickups in them.
Yeah.
And you said it's one of these is some kind of boost.
Yeah, it's a bass boost switch.
Bass boost switch.
Yeah.
Says it's kind of like a SG shaped body, like elongated. Is it short scale or is it standard?
It's long scale.
Long scale, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a cool looking bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just hear the clean tone of that thing and see what you kind of get a feel for what it sounds like.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got like this a little bit more mid-rangey hump to it, and good sounding bass. And you're like on both pickups right there.
Yeah,
just both pickups. And are they humbuckers or are they single coils?
They're humbuckers.
Okay. No, that's a killer setup.
Yeah. They used to use. Do you know the Bisonics?
Yeah.
They use the Bisonics first, then they switched to these in the 70s.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a cool instrument. I just never seen one before. Like any more of these pedals that you use in conjunction with each other instead of just one? Do you like use them in pairs or anything that you want to play anything on or?
Yeah, I'll do the I guess the plasma pedal and the phaser.
All right. That sounds good together.
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, this thing sounds great through fuzz.
Yeah, I could definitely feel that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Guild sounds great, and Lakeland bass sounds great. Y'all check out Fat Jimmy amps, and get off your wallet if you want to buy one, from what I heard. But no, that thing sounds awesome. And again, a quest to get every bass player in here. I guess we have to have your dad on eventually, right?
Yeah.
And he's got the big MPEG SVT rig that we got to get in here. So we'll get him on here because we got to have every bass player. And thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, yeah, I've had tons of fun.
Yeah. Gavin Godsey. He'll be of age here soon enough. If y'all need bass players, just hit him up. Yeah, a bass player that can shred. I always like that. But they are literally in here. They do almost all their shopping in here, and we appreciate them. And this is a kind of a way of us giving back, showing off Gavin's playing. Because I mean, you're a fine bass player.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging out. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
Shop Campbell's Muriel Music for all your bass needs, and play us some cool outro, something. Whatever you want to play, and we'll fade out into oblivion.
All right.
Heck yeah. Play bass like him, not like me, but like Gavin. Thanks for doing it, man.
Oh, yeah.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
Sweet.